איזה כיף שבאתם. לא נורא, נגמרה לנו מוזיקה לרגע. שלום. שלום לכל החברים שלי. Everybody can turn on their camera at the bottom of the screen. אפשר להדליק למטה את המצלמה. And at the top right of our rectangle, we can change our name. We can rename ourselves, and grown-ups, let's put the kid's name. אוקיי? זה יהיה לנו הרבה יותר קל לדבר עם החברים, אם אנחנו יודעים איך קוראים להם. שלום חברים שלי. איזה יופי. איזה כיף שבאתם, איך אני שמחה. Friends, you can tell me in the chat, אתם יכולים לספר לי בצ'אט, מה אתם רוצים להיות כשתהיו גדולים. When you grow up, what do you want to be? מה אתם רוצים להיות? You can write it in the chat, and I'll see. לכתוב בצ'אט. יניב, מישהו יכול לעזור לך אולי? לכתוב את זה בצ'אט. מה אתם אומרים? מי יכול לעזור? שלום לכל מי שכבר הצטרף אלינו. More friends are going to join us very soon. שלום חברים שלי. איזה כיף שבאתם. You can tell me in the chat מה אתם רוצים להיות כשתהיו גדולים. I still want to hear what you want to be when you grow up. מה אתם רוצים להיות כשתהיו גדולים חברים שלי? מה אתם רוצים להיות? I don't know. אולי מישהו רוצה להיות כבאי, a firefighter. אולי מישהו רוצה להיות, בואו נראה, אולי מישהו רוצה להיות שחקן או שחקנית, או אולי מישהו רוצה להיות מורה או מורה או גננת או גנן, או אולי מישהו בכלל רוצה להיות אסטרונאוט, או אולי מישהו רוצה להיות, אולי אני לא יודעת מה אתם רוצים להיות, יש כל כך הרבה אפשרויות חברים שלי. איפה נעלם לנו הצ'אט? הנה, firefighter, robot builder, pilot, איזה יופי, a robot creator, יואב ורון, מישהו רוצה להיות יוצר רובוטים? אני לא ידעתי בכלל שזאת עבודה. I didn't know that was even a job. וואו, איזה יופי. אולי מישהו רוצה להיות, אולי רקדן או רקדנית, או זמר או זמרת? אני לא יודעת. There's so many jobs you can be, so many different things. I don't know what you want to be, my friends. עוד מישהו רוצה לספר לנו או לכתוב לנו? אני כבר גדולה, אז זה לא נחשב. אני כבר יודעת. שלום לאייל ועידו, ושלום ליואב, שלום ליואב ורון, ולסופי ולגבריאל, שלום לאריאל, שלום ליניב, איזה כיף שבאתם. גבריאל רוצה להיות כבאי, וואו, איזה כיף. עבודה חשובה מאוד להיות כבאי. חשובה, ויואב רוצה להיות שחקן כדורגל. גם עבודה חשובה מאוד, איזה יופי. ו-inventor, יואב רוצה להיות ממציא. Wow, an inventor, that's a great job. A very interesting job. Well, today we're going to meet someone who's not one of these jobs you wrote. A different one. It's going to be a surprise. A pilot, טייס או טייסת. יואב, אתה רוצה להיות כל כך הרבה דברים. You want to be so many things. Wow, איזה יופי. Hi, if you're just joining us, you can turn on the camera at the bottom of the screen so I can see you and change the name at the top right of your rectangle to the kid's name. That way I'll know who our friends are today. אוקיי, חברים, אני מקווה שאתם מוכנים למסיבת ריקודים. כי מה? חילים. גבריאל מוכן.
מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה. שמעתי שעושים פה מסיבה בלעדיי,
אף אחד לא עושה את זה יותר טוב ממני.
היי, נשים את הצרות מאחוריי.
אני לא הולך עד שכולכם מבסוטים.
היי, שמעתי שהתחלתם בלעדיי,
אף אחד לא עושה את זה יותר טוב ממני.
היי, הראש כבר מסתובב כולם בהיי.
לא לעצור עד שכולכם מבסוטים. להיט, תרימו לי להיט, תרימו לבודד, הקצב כאן עולה.
זהירות גבריאל.
מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה, ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע
תשמור עליו עובדים.
תחבק אוהבים,
שתמיד נהיה שמחים.
אלוהים, אלוהים, רק תשמור על העובדים, תחבק אוהבים, שתמיד נהיה שמחים.
Shalom! Welcome all my friends! Shalom לכולם! How are you today? איזה כיף לראות אתכם! איזה יופי שבאתם! Shalom, if you're just joining us, you can turn on your camera at the bottom of the screen so I can see you like you can see me. Shalom, אני אלה, אני בברוקלין, איזה כיף לראות את כולכם. אני רוצה לראות לפני שנתחיל שכולם רואים ושומעים אותי. I want to see that you can see and hear me. מי שרואה ושומע אותי, שיעשה ככה. יפה מאוד. מי שרואה אותי ושומע אותי, שיעשה לעצמו משקפיים. יפה. אתם יכולים ככה, או תראו, לוקחים, הופכים והופ. ככה עושים את אלה, את המשקפיים ההפוכים. זה לא כזה קל, אה? זה כיף. יפה מאוד מאוד. היי לכולם. There's some really nice jobs in the chat. There's president. That's a good job to have. And scientist. מדען או מדענית. זאת יופי של עבודה. אז היום חברים שלי, today we're going to talk about something special. It's going to be about Israel, but it's going to be about science. אנחנו נדבר היום על מדע. ואולי אתם שואלים את עצמכם, maybe you're asking yourself, מה? אליי גם מדענית? She's a scientist? מה אתם חושבים? אתם חושבים שאני מדענית? Do you think I'm a scientist? כן או לא? בואו נראה. לא, נכון, אף אחד לא אמר כן, ואתם צודקים. You're right, אני לא מדענית, I'm not a scientist. Nope. לא, ממש, אוקיי, יואב, בסדר, לא, הבנו. לא צריך זה. אבל אתם יודעים שהיום יש לנו אורחת מיוחדת במינה, מדענית אמיתית. אתם רוצים לפגוש אותה? Do you want to meet the real scientist who's our guest today? אתם רוצים לפגוש אותה? כן? אז אם אנחנו מוכנים לפגוש אותה, בואו כולנו נמחא כפיים. ונראה אם היא תבוא. המדענית, אורחת שלנו, את מוכנה? בואי תצטרפי אלינו. הנה, שלום.
שלום לכולם. Hey everyone, how are you doing?
וואו.
אני, המדענית שאלה דיברה עליה, וקוראים לי עינב. My name is Einav, and I want to talk to you today about what I'm doing at work. I am a scientist. But first, before we start, I want to ask you guys, what do you want to be when you grow up? מה אתם רוצים להיות שתהיו גדולים?
Let's see. Some friends wrote in the chat. Is there someone who didn't write in the chat and wants to tell us? מישהו שלא כתב לנו? רוני רוצה להגיד לנו. רגע, רוני. בבקשה, רוני. מה את רוצה להיות שתהיי גדולה?
אסטרונאוט.
Astronaut, that's a great one. Astronaut.
עוד מישהו? אבי רוצה? כן, אבי.
Scientist, manager, inventor, and many other stuff.
Wow, כל כך הרבה דברים. And someone also wrote a singer and a scientist or a mathematician. Ooh, okay, ויואב, כן יואב. יואב, אנחנו, אפילו שאתה לא על מיוט, אנחנו לא שומעים אותך. So יואב, maybe you can write it in the chat. I hear from מעיין, a pet trainer.
Okay.
יואב ורון אומרים guitarist. Wow, מה זה כל העבודות האלה? Let's see, maybe someone over here wants to tell us one more job that they want to do. יאיר, והנה אדם. Because I think יאיר ניתן wrote. אדם, בבקשה אדם. רגע, אדם נעלום לי. אדם, לא לברוח לי ככה.
כוכבים.
מה אדם?
Rocket.
Oh, you want to be a rocket scientist? You want to be a rocket or a rocket scientist?
Rocket scientist.
Okay, I thought maybe you want to be the rocket. Wow, עינב, כל כך הרבה.
המון תשובות, יש לנו המון תשובות. So many answers, so many different things. Let me tell you what I see in the chat. I see an astronaut, אתם יודעים שאסטרונאוט זה גם, it's a type of scientist, גם אסטרונאוט הוא איזשהו סוג של מדען. I see a driver. Oh, some people want to be a driver. I see a pilot. I see doctor. I see nurse. Wow, there's a lot of answers. I see teacher.
Wow.
Movie star. Wow, some people want to be a movie star. I see a singer, and I see some people that say scientist. So I want to tell you a secret, and we'll talk about it later. But don't tell anyone. You know, all of you are already scientists. Ella, did you know? Did you know that all those kids that here today, they're already scientists? כולכם כבר מדענים. תכף אני אסביר לכם. Soon I'm gonna explain it. You see behind me the picture? This is how my lab look like. I work in a lab. I work in a science lab. Now, what is science? Let me tell you what is science. מה זה בכלל מדע? Science is the study of the world around us, okay? מדע זה בעצם הניסיון שלנו ללמוד את כל מה שקורה מסביבנו. A lot of things happen around us, right, Ella? So there's biology,
the
right?
weather.
True. We have plants, we have animals, right? We have matter, we have weather, we have oil and gas. All those things that going around us, those are part of different types of science.
Wow.
So my job, I'm a biologist. Biology is the science of life. Okay? You want to hear what I'm doing?
What is the science of life? What does that mean?
Oh, that's a good question. The science of life is trying to explain about us, about human beings. You know, we are so complicated, right? We can be sick, we can be healthy, right? Did you hear about the coronavirus? We can be sometimes sick from viruses. We can have certain disease. So, of course, we can be okay and fine and happy about it, but scientists of our body is called biology, and biologists are trying to find different drugs, maybe to help sick people. Okay? אז המדע שאני עוסקת בו נקרא ביולוגיה.
Wow, that's a hard word. Maybe we'll try not to say it together.
Okay, let's
say ביחד. I like to, if I have a hard word, I like to try it on my fingers sometimes. אז בואו ננסה ביחד. ביולוגיה.
Okay, I'll help you.
Try with me.
Biologia. Wow.
Wow. That's very cool. So now all our friends know a special science word already.
Yes, they are. And also, now when we know what science is, so what is a scientist? You know how you say it in Hebrew? Mad'an. מה זה מדען? So a scientist is a person, first of all, is a person, like me, that try to answer some questions, right? We have a problem. Let's say a person is sick. This is a problem, right? We are trying to help him, right? What our scientists are doing, we are trying to help him. So in order to help him, we ask questions. We need to know the answer for some questions. And then after we ask those questions, we want to answer them. Okay? So now I want to tell you something that I promised to tell you before, that all of you are scientists. You remember I said that? So first of all, if somebody asks you, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? First you said, wait, I'm already a scientist, but when I grow up, I want to be also a movie star. I want to be also a driver. Okay, so let me show you why all of you are already scientists. למה כולכם כבר מדענים?
איך אנחנו יודעים את זה? מה זה? ילדים, אתם ידעתם שאתם מדענים? Did you know this, that you're all scientists? Show me yes or no if you knew this already. אתם ידעתם שאתם מדענים? יואב לא כל כך, ורון ידע. ויואב ידע, wow, so many scientists. Very good.
Okay. So let's think why all of you are scientists. Guys, tell me nodded your head. Are all of you asking questions? Do you ask questions?
Let's say you don't know something.
When you don't know something, you come to mommy and daddy and say, hey, daddy, why leaves are green? Why this has happened the way it happened? Do you ask questions? Show me. I see people are nodding. Yes, I can tell you. You know, my daughter, Ella, also my daughter is Ella, and she's here on the class today, and she asks questions all the time. All the time she asks questions. You know what? She's a scientist just like me because she asks questions. So if you ask questions, this is a part of being a scientist.
Someone just wrote in the chat that Gabriel, for example, asked, why is the sea salty? למה הים מלוח?
Oh, that's a good question. This is a scientist question. And you know, this question is for a science that's called geologist.
What?
Because geologists learning Earth. They can learn things that happen on Earth, on the ground, in the water. It's called geologist.
Wow.
Okay, so all of us are asking questions. You know what else you all do? You all explore. I always see kids, yes, looking around, going to the garden, looking for ants and looking for bugs, right? Right, Ella? Did you also see kids that are always looking and always asking questions and exploring?
Yes,
So,
of course.
so
do you explore? Do you like to touch things, friends?
Yes.
And see what they're like? Maybe sometimes when you were little, you put things in your mouth to see what they're like.
True. That's a part of exploring. That's great. So we all ask questions and we all explore. What else we are doing? We are trying new things. Every time we see something new, we like to touch it. We like to see what it is, okay? Yeah, we like to eat it. We like to try it. So we are all doing this, just like a real scientist. And we ask more questions. After we try this thing, we say, oh, why is this? Why it's salty? Just like Gabriel, right? Just Gabriel asked us, why is the sea salty? You know what? How that Gabriel knows that the sea is salty, Ella? I guess he tried the sea. Right? I guess he was trying the seawater and he felt that they are salty. So he immediately asked question. And then we are trying to do it ourselves. Sometimes we see the parents are doing something, they're cutting, they're doing something, and then we're trying to do it ourselves. So now you can tell me, if somebody asks you, what you want to be when you grow up, the first answer you're going to say, first, I'm a scientist, right? Okay. Just so we are all scientists. Now, I want to show you a small experiment to show you something small about scientists. So my question to you will be, what do we know about water, right? What's water? What we do with water right now? We drink it, right?
We drink. We take a bath.
We take a bath with water, right? What else we doing with water?
Right. Oh, wow. Yoav and Ron, when you said water, they wrote in the chat H2O.
That's true. That's the chemical symbol of water, H2O.
Wow.
That's right. So now I'm going to show you a small little experiment with water, and then I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it a bit. So before I'm going to remove it. Now we're going to go back to my real. Yes,
before Yoav wrote to you in the chat, he wrote, you're using a virtual background.
That's true. I'll tell you why. Since right now my lab is closed, that's why we're all at home. We work from home. So I'm not really at the lab right now, but I'm doing my scientist work from home. And now I'm going to show you something. Ella, you know what? I think we should take a break. Maybe we're going to color some fish. What do you think?
Yes. So for this experiment, because we're all going to try the experiment together.
Yes.
So my friends, this is what we need to do. Everybody needs to get, and maybe you already have it with you, a piece of, it doesn't have to be big, even small, some paper. Probably a light color is better, white, or very light like mine. And a marker, two different colors of markers, or you can use crayons or whatever you want. And to do this experiment, we're going to draw fish. אנחנו הולכים לצייר דגים. עינב, את יכולה להראות לנו את הדגים שציירת? Can you show us the fish that you drew?
Yes, I'll show you. Okay. אלה הדגים שלי.
Whoa,
If we are talking about water, I drew those fish. You see, I have one a girl fish and one a boy fish I have, Ella.
One, and my friends, this is an important part. I'm going to show you how I do it, because one fish has to go one way, and the other fish is going the other way. See how my fingers, this one is going, if it's a fish, boop, 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 boop. It's swimming. This one is going the other way. I'm going to lower my screen so you can see. And everyone, now is the time to draw your fish. And they can be little, they could be whatever, you can't see that. Whatever kind of fish you like to draw. Kacha. There it is, smiling. See, this one is going this way. It's to my left, but that doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do another one, a different color. עכשיו דג בצבע אחר, אני אעשה בצבע כחול. צד שני, I'm going to put its head pointing here. So this is the tail, and this is the head. ככה. See? אחד לפה, אחד לפה, different directions. This one is looking here to see what kind of food and cool stuff is here, and this one is looking here to see what kind of awesome other fish there are. עכשיו בואו נראה רגע את הדגים שלכם, and I'll give you a second, you can decorate them, you can color them in, אפשר לצבוע אותם מי שרוצה את הדגים. יופי גבריאל, אני רוצה רגע לראות את הדגים של כולם. גבריאל צייר ויואב ורון ציירו, יפה מאוד, ויואב, מצוין, איזה יופי של ציורים. אבי, איזה יופי, and they're pointing in two different directions. מצוין. Wow. Einav, these friends are very good at listening to instructions. כל הכבוד.
Ella, this is also a part of being a scientist.
Is following instructions and following directions. Very nice. Very cool. Okay, so if we all have our fish. Oh, another thing is we need a glass of
water.
That's right. I'm realizing my glass is not very clear, so you'll show, and I'll try it.
Yes, I'll show everybody. So in order to show everybody this experiment, instead of a glass of water, I brought something a little bit bigger that you can all see. Okay, so I brought a pitcher full with water.
Whoa, just regular water?
Just regular water. Okay, now I want to show you something, and I want you to tell me what you see. Everybody see my fish? Everybody see my fish? You see the red one, his head going this direction, and the yellow one is going this direction, right? Everybody go look through now, see what happened to my fish. 1, two. What happened?
What happened? I want to see if somebody knows and saw what happened. Does someone
Okay,
have
I'm
an
gonna do
idea?
it
What
again.
happened
I'm
to the
gonna do it
fish?
again. I'm gonna do it
One
again.
time.
Look this head. Look the head. The head is here, right? Look. 1, 2. Whoop. What happened?
מה קרה להם? I see Aviv wants to try and answer. Ken Aviv?
They flipped direction.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
They flip direction. Did you see it? Did you see it? It's like magic. So now you know when we look through water, the object that we look at is flipping direction. Can you tell me why? You can think of a scientific way, of a scientific thought. Why? I have a question. Did you ever look in an aquarium and sometimes the fish look in the aquarium, they look a little bit bigger? Did you look in the water, sometimes in the bathtub, and you want to lift something and you think it's here and you bring in your hand to touch it and it's not there? It happens? Okay, so let's see why, sometimes why.
Well, maybe
Okay,
I think,
share my screen.
does everybody want to, maybe they want to try Einav for themselves to see if they can do it.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe they
A
want
big
to
part
try.
of science is recreating experiments.
That's true.
Not enough that it happened for Einav. So now, how can we do it? Can they just, do we put our
Just
fish
can
in the
put-
water?
No, not in the
No.
water. You need to put it behind. If this is the cup, they will put it behind it,
So
okay?
you can see. You can put it like this so you can see. So everybody, if you have a glass of water, I want to see if you can do the experiment, put it in front of it, and let's see. Let's see who has a glass of water. Yeah, Yoav has one. So put it in front of you and move the fish in front of it, and you'll see it'll happen to you too. אני רוצה לראות את הניסויים שלכם, your experiments. Here, I see that Adi is trying. Let's see. Did it work? Yeah?
No?
No? So we can try again. That's
Look a
okay.
little bit from farther. Maybe from farther.
Oh, maybe from farther away we want to try. Let's see. Yoav, let's see. We can't see because you're seeing it. Did it work? Yoav Zovet.
Wow.
Wow!
Yeah, it works. It
כל
works.
הכבוד ליואב. Let's see if we have other friends. Ella is doing an experiment. Wow. איזה יופי. Let's see. Other friends, עוד חברים שעושים ניסוי, doing an experiment. מה זה, אתם מדענים? אני לא ידעתי שאתם כאלה מדענים. יואב ורון
אני
are
אמרתי
also
לך
doing
שכל
the
הילדים הם
experiment.
מדענים.
נכון, באמת אמרת לי. וואו, יואב ורון, כל הכבוד.
יפה מאוד.
It's a fun experiment because you can do it just at home. You can try it with a lot of different things. It doesn't take a whole lab, right?
That's true. Not all experiments take a whole lab. You can do a lot of experiments that are just simple at your house without a lot of equipment.
That's right. Very cool. אז עינב, למה זה קורה? Why does this happen?
Okay. So the real reason this happened is because the wave of light is being broken when it touched the water surface. You can see it here, maybe in the side. So if you look at a light that's going inside the water, it doesn't go straight. So if the light go from this direction, it doesn't go this way. It breaks. When it touches the water surface, it breaks. And sometimes it's creating an illusion, an optical illusion. And sometimes it's changing direction, it's changing the size of an item. So technically, every time water goes through, light go through water, it's changed the direction. It breaks in a way that it's caused some kind of illusion. You don't see underwater the way you see when we are here in the air. אוקיי? אנחנו רואים דברים שונה שאנחנו במים, או מסתכלים דרך מים, או שאנחנו מסתכלים באוויר. Okay, so that's the reason of why people see something different in the water and in the air. But now I want to continue because you know why we're here? You remember, yesterday was Yom HaAtzmaut, נכון?
Nachon.
Okay,
We
so
celebrated, we had a party.
that's true. So we had Israel. Israel is 72. It's our country. So we celebrated. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about Israeli innovation. What's innovation? המצאה ישראלית is something that was developed in Israel, some kind of something unique. So if you remember, we had a problem, right? When we have a problem, we are trying to invent or to develop something to help us solve the problem, right? We discussed this. So now I want to look at our country. So look, you can look at this map. Look at this map. This is the map of the whole world. But do you see this small dot here? You see this small dot here? Everybody see this tiny, tiny dot here?
Closer.
Yes, you see I try to enlarge it here in red. This is our country, Israel. It's very tiny, but you know what? Even that it's so tiny, they have many, many smart people there. אלא בישראל יש אנשים מאוד מאוד חכמים, המון. And there's a lot of Israeli innovation that starts in Israel. And they're used all around the world. You know what? That's a good science, because when a science is successful, you use an idea of even a one person and you can use it all around the world.
So we can solve problems for a lot of people.
That's true. You don't have to solve the problem only for one person. If I found a solution, I'm going to publish it, and then everybody can use this solution.
That's right.
So at first, when we are scientists, you remember we said we ask question. We ask question. So the question is called, it's a big word. Are you ready? Hypothesis.
Yo. Rega. Say it again. That was such a long word.
אוקיי, בעברית קוראים לזה השערה, אבל באנגלית קוראים לזה hypothesis.
Let's try saying it together, everyone. Ready? Hypothesis. It helps
Okay,
you think.
I'm going to help you. 1, 2, 3. Hypothesis. Yeah, that's a big word. So we have a hypothesis. We think something going to happen a certain way. And then we are doing experiment. אנחנו עושים ניסוי. We're going to try it out, right? Because we cannot say, hey guys, you remember this problem? This is the solution. But we have to try first. We have to try that it's work. So experiment. We have the hypothesis, and then we have the experiment. After we have the experiment, how are we going to tell everybody about it, Ela?
We're going to call them, or we're going to WhatsApp them.
Oh, first of all, we have to record our results. We have to write everything. We have to record the results and then publish it. We're going to publish it. We're going to publish the result for the whole scientist community. After we have results, we have the conclusion. Maskana. We can get to the conclusion, and the conclusion is actually the solution.
Very cool.
Yes, we start with the hypothesis, we do an experiment, we're recording the results, and then we have the conclusion. The conclusion is the solution.
Wow, and it rhymes, so we know it has to be true.
That's true. So I want to tell you, now I'm going to tell you about a problem that the scientists in Israel had, and how they did experiment, and how they record their the results, and then how they got to the conclusion. And what we said the conclusion is? The conclusion is the solution.
The solution.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's look. Okay. So in Israel, we don't have a lot of water. We don't have a lot of water. We have very limited amount of water. So when they're trying to grow plants, they had a problem, because when we have only one plant, you see here, when we have only one plant or two plants, it's easy. It's easy to water them, right? We can take a picture and just water them. But what we do when we have so many plants, you see here, so many plants, but we don't have water. Do you understand the problem? The problem is that we don't have enough water, but we still want to water a big amount of plants.
And it would take so much water. So what can we do?
אוקיי, אני אעשה את זה גם בעברית. מאוד היה קשה לאנשים להבין איך הם ישקו כל כך הרבה צמחים, בכמויות כל כך גדולות, אבל אין להם הרבה מים. אז מה, אנחנו לא יכולים להשקות אותם אחד-אחד, נכון? אנחנו צריכים להשקות אותם, אבל עם קצת מים. So they were thinking, and they did experiments. Go one back. They did experiment, and then they understand.
Oh,
if you look,
Einav, we have a friend who wrote an idea in the chat how they can solve the problem.
Wow, that's good. Let's hear.
Make a well, לבנות באר. זה רעיון מעניין.
נכון, רעיון מאוד מעניין, לבנות באר ולקבל את המים מלמטה ואז להשקות, אבל איך המים האלה מהבאר יגיעו שיש לי המון 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 צמחים?
נכון, איך הם יגיעו?
אז עכשיו, I want to show you two different methods. One method, if we're going to use, you see here, I wrote wasting water. This is a way to water some plants, but do you see how much water we waste? There's a lot of water. Yes, a lot. You see how much is splashed all over? So this is a method that cannot be used in Israel, right? Because we don't have enough water. But look here. Look at what the Israeli innovation was about. They took, you see this pipe? They took a pipe and they made a hole. They made a small hole, but only when there's a seed. What it means that in between, if we have a plant here and a plant here, all this, I'm not going to waste water on all this area. I'm going to drop the water only when there is a plant. Okay? So this is a big Israeli innovation. In Hebrew, it's called taftefet, taftafot. Okay? It's a
you know, my friends, letaftef means, טיפה means drop.
Drop.
So, כשמשהו מטפטף ככה, וככה זה ממש הטפטפת. Water droplets, נכון?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's a good idea to use this method when you don't have a lot of water?
Let's see if our friends say good idea, thumbs up, not so good idea, thumbs down. בואו נראה. מה אתם חושבים?
Yeah, I see a lot of thumbs up.
Yeah, and I see some thumbs down because maybe they haven't done the experiment yet. They don't know the answer.
That's true. That's true. So they did, you know how it started? You know, Ella, I'm going to tell them an interesting story. Because some inventions are coming from some mistakes. You know what happened? The scientist that started with it, he had a leak, a small leak in his backyard. And next to the leak, there is a big tree that grew. And then he said, wait, how does this tree grow? I live in the desert, there's no water. And then he found the leak and he said, look at this. This is not a lot of water that I wasted, just drop, drop, drop. And I still have a big tree growing here. So this how this innovation started.
Sometimes even when we make a mistake, the mistake can become something huge and that helps people all over the world. לא רק בישראל, נכון עינב?
Just so you know that this method is used all over the world in many, many dry countries. Many dry countries like India and Africa, they use this method because they don't have enough water. So they use this method to still water the plant, but not to waste a lot of water, to waste very little amount of water. Now, that we were discussing this innovation, I want to do another experiment for you guys to show you another experiment about water. But in this experiment, I need your help. So first I'm going to do it, and maybe then you're going to repeat it. So
we're going to watch, and then we'll do our own.
Yes. First watch. קודם תסתכלו עליי. Okay, I'm going to lower my screen a bit. Okay, let's see. I'm taking cups of water. Okay? I'm gonna start with 2 right now. I'm gonna fill, you remember my picture? Oh, it's very heavy. Fill only 1 cup of water with, only 1 cup with water. Everybody can see it clear? Now.
Yeah, we have 1 cup with water, 1 cup no water.
True. Now, I'm gonna ask your help. I'm gonna give you some colors and you're gonna help me choose. Okay, so I have 3 colors. I have blue, I have
כחול.
red, and I have yellow. I need the people here, I need the kids here to help me to choose one color. So, Ella, how are we going to do it? If
Good
you
idea.
vote,
So we'll
okay.
give each color a number and you'll show us your vote with your fingers.
Okay.
כחול, blue.
Kahol will be number 1.
אחד.
This is number 1. Adom will be number 2.
Red is number 2.
And yellow, tzahov, going to be number 3.
So now we can vote, put up 1, 2, or 3 fingers now, and I'm going to try to count. בואי נראה. 2, democracy is so hard. You know what? I see the one I see most of is the number 2.
Number 2, okay.
Adom.
Red color, okay. So look at me, I'm taking the red color, I'm opening, and I'm dropping a few drops of red color in my cup. Do you see it? You see the drops? I'm taking a spoon, and I'm gonna...
Whoa, now all the water is red.
All the water is red. Now look at what I'm gonna do next. Now, I have the empty cup next to my full cup. I'm taking a paper, yeah, it's just like a
paper towel.
Paper towel, yes, a paper towel. I'm taking a paper towel, a piece of paper towel. I'm folding it. Okay, I'm folding it. And I'm gonna divide it. You see, I'm gonna fold it in the middle. And then I'm gonna put the paper towel in a way that one side gonna go on the full cup and the other side gonna go on the empty cup. Look what happened here. Everybody, can you see the water climbing up? You see the water climbing up the paper towel?
Climbing up? Water can't climb. איך זה יכול להיות?
Okay, soon I'm going to explain you, but everybody, can you see? Maybe I'm going to do this direction. You see it? How the water are climbing up? Okay.
And it's moving.
Yes, because the paper towel itself has the ability to absorb the water. So the paper towel is absorbing the water. It means it's taking it from the full cup. But you know what's going to happen next? What happened? What do you think going to happen? Well, you think we can have some
Let's
people
see
answer?
if some of our friends want to raise a hand and say, give us a hypothesis.
Yes, exactly.
הנה.
Hypothesis.
אריאל, כן אריאל, מה אתה חושב שיקרה? What do you think?
אז ניסיתי פעם, סבא שלי הוא גם אדם, אז עשיתי איתו בזום בזמן, וכבר עשינו את הניסוי הזה, אז אני יודע מה הולך.
אז רגע, אז אריאל, בלי ספוילרים. מה זה ספוילרים עכשיו? So don't spoil. If you already know the answer, the conclusion.
Yeah, you already know the conclusion.
That's right. So someone who doesn't know, don't tell us. Don't spoil the end. Someone who wants to guess, what do you think is going to happen? מישהו שואל, הנה, גפן רוצה לנחש. כן, גפן.
I think the water is gonna go all the way to the other cup that doesn't have water.
Whoa, that's a good hypothesis, and actually the correct hypothesis. The water going to climb up. They're going to climb up this cup. You can see the cups. They're going to climb up from the full cup. They're going to raise in the paper towel, and then they're going to drop down to the empty cup.
Wow. So now is it time for our friends to try to set up their experiment?
Yes, but before Ella, I want to show you something. I did this experiment yesterday, and I did this experiment just an hour ago. I want to show you. And I want also to tell you one more thing about it. So this is an experiment I did 1 hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. Look at it. Everybody, can you see it? Look.
Yeah, we can.
You can see some, not yet all, some of the water pass to the empty cup. You see it? Now I want to ask everybody a question. Do you think all of the water will pass? If you think all of the water will go from one cup to another cup, raise your hands.
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's
Some
see
of
if-
us think all the water is going to travel.
Okay, all the way. So this is actually, in this experiment, not all the water will go. Not all the water will travel. It will stop. I want to show you an experiment I did yesterday, okay? So this is 1 hour ago. And this experiment is from yesterday. So you know what happened? It stopped traveling anymore. That's it.
Whoa.
When the cups arrive, when the water arrive to the same level, when they're exactly the same height, everybody can see that the water are in the same height in the both cups. When the water are in the same height, the water cannot travel anymore. The water will start traveling. The water will travel from a cup to a cup only when there is a difference in the amount of water.
Oh, Yoav is showing us that he set up his experiment.
Wow, yes, wow, that's great. That's great. He chose blue color and he set up, so he need to wait. Tomorrow, his cup's gonna be equal. And in 1 hour, you're gonna see it like exactly like that.
Wow.
Now, I wanna tell you one more thing before I'm gonna see you doing it. There is a way you can do mixed colors. You can do another cup. If I'm taking a blue cup here with water, and I'm gonna take another paper towel, I want you to tell me the hypothesis of what you think gonna happen. If I'm taking my red cup here, everybody see my red cup? Now I'm taking another paper towel, and I'm gonna put from the blue cup to here. What you think gonna be the color of the middle cup?
Ooh, oh, that's
Wow, that's a big question.
see. Oh, Ma'ayan. Ken Ma'ayan.
I wanted to say purple, and I heard some people say on the TV that girls are tougher than boys.
Whoa.
An interesting hypothesis. You'll have to test it out maybe. But what do you think, Einav? Is purple a good hypothesis? Is it maybe even right?
I think so. You know what, Ella? Because I think I know that when you mix blue and when you mix red together, it gives you purple. For example, if I will choose those two colors, if I will choose one cup to be yellow or blue and one cup to be yellow, so the middle cup gonna be, I think it's gonna be green, right? Because when you mix yellow with blue, you get a green. So this is another way to do this experiment. And I'm sure if I'm gonna see you tomorrow, we're gonna see that in the middle cup, we're gonna have purple. So definitely Marianne is right about the mixing color. About if girls are tougher than boys, this is a big hypothesis and need to be tested. Maybe she will publish some results one day. That's a good hypothesis.
Right. Enough. I have an idea. So if now we'll help our friends get their experiment set up, tomorrow, Machal, Yom Shishi. And that means there's Kabbalat Shabbat. And you can show us your cups and what happened in your experiment at Kabbalat Shabbat.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Ella. And I want to see the results. I wonder if they'll get the mixed colors. And I wonder if exactly half of the water will pass through the other cup.
Okay, so maybe let's explain again, just in case, because science can be complicated. So let's explain one more time how we can do this and everyone can follow along.
Okay, so we start with 1 cup, right? We take 1 cup. Let's repeat. Now we can also do it together. We'll take 2 cups. 1 cup, we're going to fill with water, right? We're going to choose a color. We're going to choose a color. In my case, I chose blue. For this experiment, I chose blue. After I'm painting the water blue, I'll take a paper towel and I'll fold it in half. And that 1 part is touching the empty cup and 1 part is touching the blue water. You don't have to do it with a colored water, but it's easier to see, oh, I see some good experiments going on. And the hypothesis is that water will transfer from 1 cup to another until the point that they will be equal.
Wow. And tomorrow, I want at Kabbalat Shabbat, I hope you will all come and we can see if the hypothesis, if it worked for you, if you could replicate the experiment, if you can do it together. Oh, someone did orange.
Oh, that's good.
I want to Katom, any color you can do. Wow. A lot of friends are trying this out.
I'm just going to tell you why. I'm just going to tell you really quickly why the water going to stop when it reaches to the middle. Quickly, I'm going to just show you because there is a name. There is a name for this. Okay? It's called communicating vessels. Chok hakelim hashlovim. All the time when you have when we have different volumes with water and they're connected somehow, so in our experiments, they connected through the paper towel. They always will stop when they're equal. Okay? Chok hakelim hashlovim, communicating vessels. You can see also in this figure, you see, there's different pipes. Here, they're not connected with paper towel, they connected with you see here, the lower pipe, and they all, when you're gonna feel, even if you feel only this one, they all gonna equal exactly to the same height, to the same level. Yes, this is, and in Hebrew, it's called Chok hakelim hashlovim.
Shluvim like this, like they're together.
Yes, because they
Wow, I saw that some friends maybe had questions, because it's not every day. Einav, לא כל יום באה אלינו מדענית אמיתית לקשת ברשת. So if somebody has a question, you can write it in the chat. Oh, someone asked, can we do it with clear water?
Yes, you can do it with clear water. The only difference is that in the clear water, you won't see, the towel will look wet, but you cannot see the color of the water. But it's going to work with clear water as well.
Wow. Okay, does anyone have a question? You can write it in the chat, or you can raise your hand, because I saw someone raising their hand before. Okay, maybe we don't have questions. It's okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Einav, אם אנחנו רוצים לעשות בבית ניסויים, if we're curious about something and we want to do an experiment at home, what should we do? Should we just try, or should we get a grown-up to help us?
Okay. So first of all, we didn't discuss that, but experiments can be also dangerous. Some things that we do are dangerous. You know, in the lab, we are wearing those lab coats. We always have safety goggles, and our hair is always lift up because there's a lot of danger in doing experiments. So always when you have an hypothesis and you want to examine it and you want to check it, it's better to have a grown-up with you. You can read together the instructions, and then you can do it together. When you grow up and you're going to work in your own lab, of course that you're going to be independent. But right now, my safety advice will be always use a grown-up before you're doing anything.
Good. And I see that our friend Yoav has a question. בבקשה, Yoav. Oh, Yoav, we can't hear you. Ooh,
Wow.
Yoav is setting up a lot of different colors. And we're going to see what's going to happen. I think maybe water will move from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Yoav, tomorrow, show us what it's going to look like. Because we're very.
I just want to ask him, he has one empty glass here?
So I think maybe we need an empty glass, or the water's not going to.
You have to, yes. So you have to have an empty glass. I'm afraid that maybe this experiment won't be successful. Okay.
Yeah, so add an empty one.
Yes, you need to add an empty one, because only from full to an empty one, the water will move. From a full one to a full one, the water won't move, you remember? Because they always want to equal. So one level need to be higher than the other, that the water can move.
Wow, Yoav, we learned something so important from your experiment. Yes. וואו, איזה יופי, כמה אפשר ללמוד. אז עכשיו, עינב, יש לי השערה. I have a hypothesis. The hypothesis is that it's time I'm gonna open the mics, and my hypothesis is that we're in a moment, we're gonna say Shalom v'toda, and then there's gonna be a dance party. That's my hypothesis. Should we see?
Let's try, I think. Let's try it.
I want to say toda anakit le'inav for coming and doing experiments with us. We learned so much, and it was so much fun. ועכשיו I'm going to open everyone's mic so we can say toda Aina. Friends, and you know what time it is? If we said thank you, then it's time for dance.
מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה.
שמעתי שעושים פה מסיבה בלעדיי.
אף אחד לא עושה את זה יותר טוב ממני.
היי, נשים את הצרות מאחוריי.
אני לא הולך עד שכולכם מבסוטים.
היי, שמעתי שהתחלתם בלעדיי.
אף אחד לא עושה את זה יותר טוב ממני.
היי, הראש כבר מסתובב כולם בהיי.
לא נעצור עד שכולכם מבסוטים. להיט, תרימו לי להיט, תרימו לבולה, הקצב כאן עולה. מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה, ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע הזמן לעוף. מעכשיו רק שמחה, כי בונים בו קהילה, השתגענו מודים, עם שנים כרובדים. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up everybody and sing. אלוהים, אלוהים,
רק תשמור על הבוגדים.
תחבק אוהבים, שתמיד נהיה שמחים.
אלוהים, אלוהים, רק תשמור על הרוקדים, תחבק אוהבים, שתמיד נהיה שמחים.
Everybody, people, let me see you move. Everybody, people, let me see you move. מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה, ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע הזמן לעוף. מעכשיו רק שמחה, כי בונים פה קהילה, השתגענו מודים, עם שווים כרופאים. מהפכה של שמחה, כי כולנו משפחה, ונרקוד בטירוף, כי הגיע הזמן לעוף. מעכשיו רק שמחה, כי בונים בו קהילה, השתגענו מודים, עם שנים כרופאים.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up everybody and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up everybody and sing.
היי, חברים שלי, איזה כיף איתכם, תודה רבה ותודה רבה לעינב. נתראה אחר כך, we'll see you later for cooking and tomorrow for more fun. ביי, להתראות.